Alégrate, mija.
Tengo sueño.
You with me. Wakala. You with me today. You want jail?
I want what?
You want jail?
¿Qué es eso?
Jail.
Yeah, oh, $5.
Yeah, $5 for jail.
I should hide my nails out. They're nasty.
$5 for jail.
Look.
What color?
Purple.
No, like wakala. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Built from Scratch podcast. This is your host, Sule with Sule's Bakery.
And this is your host, Itza with Itza Party.
And today we are going to be talking about something that's been on our minds for a few weeks. I was gonna months. But yeah, we want to talk about networking. About networking and how it improves your business.
How it benefits your business.
Because it does. It benefits it a lot, because I've been to several network events and I've seen good connections and good I don't know.
I feel like friendships.
Yeah, I have met a lot of people there. It's like a lot of people don't know what networking is, and
I didn't know what that was, to be honest, like until I went to the very first one.
Yeah. Like, it's like I wrote down a little like simple term, which is it is who you know, who knows you, and how you can help each other. And then there's different kinds of network events, which is the professional, the business, and the social one.
I feel like we're really good at mixing them. The very few events that we've hosted, we call them like just like get-togethers, but at the end of the day, they end up being networking events because it's mostly business owners, and then we end up making connections.
And then it's all kinds of business owners. No nomás it's like puro people who make cakes and people who decorate, event planners. It's like all kinds. So it's like the difference. I don't really see a huge difference, but it does have their own little goals. So it's like in the professional wise, it's like you get to meet people in your same industry.
Okay.
And those help you like grow your career, find mentorships or job opportunities. So it's like, let's say una vez Silvia y yo hicimos uno de puros bakers. Y fuimos puros bakers. Y ahí pues, yeah, we mingled. We gave out a little speech. We had like a little activity que se podían arrimar y hacer cositas así. Like we had a permanent jewelry and a photo booth. So it was kind of like a mingling snack type of network, pero de puros bakers.
I feel like you guys learn from each other because you guys have a lot of similarities and like similar experiences. So I feel like, is this the professional one?
Yeah. I
feel like the professional networking is for that, to like, because you're in the same line of business, then you help each other out. You learn from each other.
Yeah. We even talk. We talk about like, oh, me pasó esto. I didn't know how to fix it. Y ya otra dice, oh, así lo arreglas.
Yeah,
para que no te pase la próxima vez. Do this, do that. Like it's kind of that. And then, obviously, mentorship. Like Gabi, our past guest, she has mentioned that like I was kind of like her mentor. So and I like it, like I like giving out advice. I like being there for you, like for other bakers and for anyone in particular. But yeah, it's like you get a chance to meet with someone and you're like, dude, you are a freaking badass. I want you to be my mentor.
Yeah, you can become an instructor if you attend a professional networking event from your same line of business. So,
and who knows, like, ¿qué tal y un día vas a un network event, like, que sea de puros bakers, and you go to a network event y te topas con Buddy Valastro, and he's like, you know what, I love your work and you need to work for me. Like, that's how you find job opportunities también. So it's like, be in the room with the right people,
Get discovered.
And then the other one was the social one, where it's like you build relationships with people who share your interests and values. It's like, it doesn't matter who you're networking with, pero if they actually like, they're interested in you, like, damn, Itza, like, you do a badass job. And well, she does. But like, they share what you do. Like, si son, if it's a room of all puro small business owners, they share your same interest and values, porque they know the struggle of being a small business owner.
I feel like it's a lot of people that understand you. That's what happened to me when we have like the social networking events. Like, even though everybody's in different line of business, everybody understands what you're going through because everybody goes through it.
It's like, yo estoy libre de lunes a miércoles, lunes a jueves, and then a partir de jueves to Sunday, I'm booked.
Don't talk to me.
I'm out. I can't respond. I can't do nothing. So it's like, it's in that room where you feel valued because of how hard you work, of how hard it has been to get to where you're at. And then the other one is the business network, which is, I think, I have seen a lot of benefits from that. It says connecting with others to promote your brand, finding clients, partners, or investors. And to the vendor events, network events that I have been to, every single one salgo con, I need a book from you, or give me your information because I need to order a cake from you in 2 weeks. And then we can get in contact and talk about how I want the cake.
And not just client wise, like also other vendors that are in the, not similar, but like businesses that kind of connect to yours. Like that's on a business, the business expo that we just attended. There was more bakers. You can't bake every weekend's cake that I need. So I need more bakers. Yeah. So, like I met more bakers, or like that party bus.
How he came up to
me and he's like, I can work with you. And, like gave me his information.
He's like, you organize events? Okay, bet.
He's like, count me in. Like, so that's how you, like on business networking events, you get to meet other vendors that I guess can benefit your business because you're extending your business or your vendor list.
Yeah, and I mean, and then partners, like, fíjate, I didn't know Itza until I went to an event, a vendor event. Y hasta eso, como que I didn't mingle with her, I didn't talk to her a lot.
We just met that day.
Pero I saw like the vendor list, and then like I added them all, and desde ahí me empezó a aparecer su página. We kept in contact, y pues ya we're literally business partners.
Which it comes down to the following up point that we have.
To the following up, yeah.
Because once you attend one, you want to make sure that you follow up with your connections, right? Like keep following up, because you never know what can come up from that, like following
collabs
up.
And all of that. Yeah, like it's very important to network. And then there's some key points of networking that you should keep in mind when you attend to a network event. It's like to build, like it's obviously going to help you build relationships, connections with other people. It creates collabs. And then another one is give before you take. So it's like, obviously you're going to... It's always her phone, dude. The one that's crashing the podcast.
Sorry. You were saying?
So it's like, give before you take, So it's like
yeah, so like you give your services, you give your knowledge, you're there to offer, not to like nomás a ver qué aprendes de todos, and like take it away.
Como like I was gonna say I'm a cake person. I'm like, well, yeah, I am. Pero que yo llego con otra baker and be like, ¿y cómo haces esto? ¿Y cómo haces lo otro? ¿Y de dónde consigues esto?
Just
like,
like
just kind of don't be that person.
Yes.
It's like, obviously there's going to be help and support from
you learn from
a lot.
Yeah.
And you're going to learn your way, and obviously with support, pero like just also give.
Don't go with the intent or the, like the intention of replicating, pretty much. I feel like that's what I get from that. Like, give before you take. Share your knowledge, share your experiences. Like, don't just go there like de chismoso, like, to like.
And if you do go and give, it's like that's gonna create respect for you. Like, oh, mira, se ve que es bien buena onda, que apoya, que ayuda,
Mm-hmm.
that she's interested of being a girl's girl, and, or a business to business,
Yeah.
And then be clear about your goals when you go. Like, be like, okay, my goal is to go socialize, meet everyone. Or I know sometimes it's like a huge network event that you don't have time to get to everyone. Pero like at least be like, okay, I'm gonna try targeting 5 to 10 people. I'm gonna meet with them. Like go with your mindset to what you want to achieve
To
from that
socialize
network
and socialize, because you're not gonna get anything out of a social event if you're just going to be there.
Yeah.
Like if you're not really into like the socializing part.
And then some goals is like if you want to come out with job opportunities, if you want to come out with someone being your mentor, or you want to be mentoring someone, or even form collaborations, like keep your minds all in order, keep your ducks in a row, como dicen.
Yeah.
And then obviously, como dijo Itza, follow up and stay in touch. Like that's one of the main keys that's gonna help you out, because si nomás vas al evento, al network, and you're like, all right, well, see you when I see you,
Yeah,
like,
then it's not. Yeah, I mean, imagine if you wouldn't have followed up with me, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
Like,
and then and I didn't like exactly started to follow up because like, hey, I need something. I think you posted something about people thinking you were Asian or Filipino, and then I started texting you from there. I'm like, oh, you're not, or whatever. And then out of nowhere, like I asked her, where do you live? No.
Yeah. You're like, oh my gosh, we're like 2 minutes away.
Yeah.
And so that's like, what started it all. You just send a little message, and you just never know, like the friendships that can be born from. Let me
I think we are gonna do that little thing where like take a shot every time you hear Itza's phone. And then it's also like another key of the networking is to be confident and approachable. So it's like, yeah, you're not gonna get nothing out of it if you're just gonna go stand there and waiting for people.
Like Sulema was at the vendor event when I met her. Remember I told you guys she was just standing there like kind of like
y ni siquiera vino a hablarme.
I looked at you and I was like, hi. I kind of smiled at you, and you like looked and you're like, como si el cielo te estaba hablando or something.
I'm shy. I'm shy. It was like it was one of my first vendor events, network events, where I was actually gonna be a speaker. So I was just like in my mind
trying to process what you were gonna say.
Tú sabes como soy, que me quedo así like all zoned out.
Oh my gosh.
And
yes.
My mind is just like
I'm already like
processing everything that I'm gonna do or say or stuff like that. And I was so nervous because I was gonna be a VIP. I was a VIP speaker in that event, and I was just like, fuck.
But be careful. That's like me. I already know that about you, but other people that don't know that can take it in a bad way.
Like, ay, qué mamona,
no quiere hablar, o ahí está con su cara. Like, I already can tell. Like, when we were walking at the mall and we were getting all this information, and you were just like su cara se miraba como si estaba enojada or like fastidiada or like she had enough. But it wasn't really that, because I'm like, Like I was looking at her and she was just trying to process everything. But alguien que no te conozca va a decir, esta mamona ya está
estar aquí.
Yes, exactly. So be careful with that. If you're one of those people like Sulema that just stands there and like is trying to process everything, like static, like that's when you do that, like that's what I see, dude. A little loading, like little circle on top of your head, like it's loading. But a lot of people, like, you're there to socialize and like talk, and like obviously you gotta be social, like.
And then another important one that we actually agreed on before hopping on this podcast was be pitch ready. Have a clear explanation of who you are, because when we went to the Quinte Expo, a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
We were there ready. We're like, oh yeah, we got this.
We were ready to showcase our business, not to be put on the spot and like.
¿Y qué hacen?
Yeah,
and
like,
what do you do? ¿Y what's your especialidad? And we're like, oh shit.
Because I feel like I was ready to like showcase my business like we had the slideshow, I had the printed
Mm-hmm.
book, and I can explain what I'm doing. But like, I feel like what that means is like, if you're given the opportunity to like, if you're handed the mic and be like, okay, here, like, give a little intro about your business, like, you tampoco lo tengas así, like, practice, like, memorize, you know, but have a little speech ready. Like, obviously don't make it too long either, but have something ready, you know, like, explain yourself, what you do, what you specialize in, and like how you can serve people.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they were giving when they gave me the microphone,
When they gave her the microphone, literally Itza was like, "Hi, I'm Party and I decorate Itzas."
no es cierto, mentirosa. I was the second person. So like we saw the girl was like she was gonna start going around the tables, and she gave it to the first person, and she's like, give a little description of what you do. And I was like, oh, she's coming over here next. So
And Itza was like, "Fuck, fuck, 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 fuck. What do I say? What am I gonna
yeah,
say?" Like,
so
to be fast, you know.
and I was just like, hi, my name is Itza, and I'm with Itza Party, and I'm a decorator. Like,
Decorator de
¿de
qué? De
qué?
interiores, de fiestas.
Yeah, and then le dan el micrófono a Zulema, and Zulema's like, hi, my name is Zulema, and I decorate wedding cakes. I'm like, dude, no. Like,
and then I'm like, oh wait, I just don't do wedding cakes. I do all kinds of cakes, you know.
so
It's
that
like,
that was really bad for us, because there was quite a bit of people there. And if they would have heard a better description of ourselves and our services, I feel like we would have had more like people come up to our booth. But because we didn't explain ourselves right, like, what if they thought I was a decorator, like interior, like houses, or, you know, like, and then for you, they're like, oh no, pues she only decorates
does
weddings.
wedding cakes, yeah. and then I feel like I feel like it was so rushed because I saw la organizer like walking around hella quick. ¿Y tú qué haces? ¿Y tú qué haces?
Yeah, like,
so you're like, oh shit, like, whoa.
So you didn't even have time to think. So
Yeah.
be prepared. Have something put together just in case you're ever asked about your business. You know what to say, and you don't sound stupid like we did.
And then the last important key of networking is to be consistent and patient. As like, be consistent by going to network events, going once a week, once a month, twice a month, you know, because there is many network events out there.
Yeah.
Last time, I think I followed this one page where girls in Denver get together, and I didn't know about that page. And then they have like an upcoming event and like network events. I'm like, oh, okay. And it's out in Denver.
¿Y te vas a ir sin mí?
No, I didn't get the information.
Oh, whatever.
O sea, nomás I clicked follow on the page, pero ya ni me acuerdo
¿Cómo se llama?
cómo se llaman, you know? Because así soy de distraída.
Yep.
Pero, you know, be consistent. Look for them. Don't just expect them que, hey, te invito.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, be consistent and then be patient, because no siempre vas, like, it's not all the time you're going to come out with the
good outcome.
expectations that you want, you know?
Yeah.
For me, so far, every time I have gone to a network event, I have gotten out from there with a client or a potential client, or handing out my card because they're like, I need a cake in 2 weeks, you know? So it's like, not all the time is going to be like that. So just don't stop going, because you never know who you're going to meet.
Yeah, be patient, because also like you can be lucky and, you know, start making some friendships and, you know, like some relationships, but no va a ser así siempre. Like when I went to that event, like the vendor event, pues fui con personas que ya conocía, but my expectation was never to come out of there with new friends, and I did. Like, you know, so I was patient because like I wasn't expecting much. Like I was just gonna go just to see what it was. But yeah, I feel like if you're patient, like, don't come out of there thinking that you're gonna come out with like hundreds of new clients or new followers.
Yeah. So that's those are all the key points, and I'm pretty sure there's more and more and more and more that con el tiempo you'll be learning, because like we're not even pros at it, but we since we've actually been to some, we're like, okay, so this is the vibe, this is the role, this is what to expect.
Yeah. And whatever you don't do the first time that you attend one, make sure like kind of keep notes of what you're doing, and then like if you attend the next one, like make sure you do those things that you didn't do at the first one. Like for your celebration, um I was like, I'm gonna go up to people that I don't know, and I did to a couple of your friends that I didn't know, and like me presenté, yeah, I introduced myself, and like now we follow each other on like social medias, and I'm like, oh, like now I know different people and like people that are in different line of businesses. So like, you know, like don't just go and show up, do different things every time.
Yeah. On the other hand, if you want to organize a network event, like
Holla at me. I'm just kidding.
holla at us. No, like we've been actually considering like organizing network events like on behalf of Built from Scratch, because I mean it's like this is literally what we talk about, business, you know.
And then we can have more guests.
We can have more guests, meet new people. But I did some research on like some important things to consider when organizing. And then the first one is obviously define your purpose and audience. It's like, is your purpose, is it going to be for creators, entrepreneurs, influencers, business owners? Like, who is going to be your audience?
And you don't have to just choose one, right? You can like
mix them all together. Or also like the audience, like who do you want to attend? What kind of connection should they leave with? You know, like if you do every kind of business owners, be like, okay, de aquí segurito alguien se va con potential job opportunities or future requests, you know, like friendships and all of that. So it's like you gotta like define your purpose and audience. For the second one is to choose the format, which is like the casual mixer, which is like the mingling and drinks. I think that one's like the most,
it's the best one.
The best one, porque like you're talking, estás caminando, your own pace, your own way of connecting, and then you get snacks, and then you get drinks, and then you get music, like all of that.
And you don't want it to be too formal either. Like you know, I mean, those words are nice too, pero like,
because then the other one is the structured event, which is like the
more
ones
formal,
more formal,
more like
it was like como dicen the speed network. Okay, tanto tiempo con tal persona, tanto tiempo con tal persona, tanto tiempo con tal persona. Y so it's like, or around the table.
Y no siempre vas a encajar con toda la gente, which is okay. It's okay to not always have that connection with everyone. So I feel like the other one I like better. Like I feel like I would attend the other ones better. What's it called?
The casual mixer
one, yeah.
And then the other one is I think this one's also cool, which is the Workshop Plus Network, which is like you either like you obviously you te paras and give a talk, explain what's gonna happen, and then give like a little skill, like, oh, okay, aquí tengo una pastelera, and she's kind of gonna give you like the basics of how to decorate a cake.
Is that kind of like your bento cake workshop that you did? Because that's what it sounds to me like.
Not really. I mean, maybe you can have like a workshop station where people just come up and be like, oh, look, this is the basics of decorating cake. Like, not necessarily they have to put hands on, but it's like a little activity going on there para just kind of get the mood.
Break the ice.
Y luego ya después los dejas like talk and mingle and do whatever.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
O como like cuando fui allá con Arisa, that I took the cake bar to the alpha one. Llegaron todos hablaron y luego las hosts se pusieron a hacer un speech y a platicar y ya después everyone got to talk and do their own thing. Okay. So it's like there is kind of different networks that you can choose from, but like the casual mixer one, I think it's cool. Like
they're the most fun, I feel like
you get there, all right, aquí vengo a network, and there's snacks and there's drinks and there's music and it's a good vibe.
Get to know each other.
And then it's obviously you got to set the date, the time, and then the venue. It's usually recommended to plan 2 to 4 weeks in advance. A comfy location like okay, downtown Denver is where a lot of people are. So it's better for them to commute there, better for them for like the location wise, the time, pick the date. Porque a veces como uno dice, like the business owners, it's better we do it during the week than on the weekend. Or on Sundays, you know, it gets like a little bit more of a slow day. Pero it's like you got to consider those things. And then consider the vibe, you know. So it's like if you want to be like funky and be like, okay, you know what, this is a dress code. for content, for stuff like that, but yeah, you consider the vibe. And then obviously create guest list, have an open RSVP. If you want to invite certain people, you can. If you want it to be ticketed, like, okay, $25 per ticket. And then, or a +1, you know, it kind of depends what you're going for. Like if you want to ticket the person, allow them to just RSVP whoever they want to RSVP, or just like make a guest list and be like, okay, all right, I have 50 people that I want to invite, and those 50 people are only going to be my invites, you know. But I think it's always best like to have like an open RSVP, no?
Yeah, because you never know. Like you can think of a big list of people you want to invite, but then what if you leave someone out?
Yeah.
And then, you know, you just never know what other people can bring into these events. Like,
yeah. And then once you create the list, and if you decide for it to be like ticketed, it's like you can use like platforms like Eventbrite, Facebook, to like promote your business. I mean, not the business, the word.
What are you saying?
to kind of like influence, you know, okay, we're gonna use Eventbrite to promote, Facebook to promote, social media, Instagram, all kinds of stuff
to get the word out.
Yeah, so it's like if you're gonna do an event, make sure you post about it so it can like get out there and you can get more people who want to join.
So it's more successful.
Yeah. And then it's another one, it's plan flow, which is like have a check-in area, like I don't know, like little stations for people to follow.
Yeah, like an order, so that way everybody's not just like getting there and like everybody's lost, like what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. And then you can print out like question stuff, that if people don't know what to ask the other people, like
they know.
Yeah, like they can
like
they
make
can
up the
use
conversation
sheet as a guide, you know. And then the conversation flows from there,
especially for shy people.
And then there is one topic that says about the shy people. And then it's like prep your materials, like name tags. If you're gonna do name tags, like make sure you plan for those. If you're gonna have snacks and music, create a playlist so it can stay in the vibe. Porque imagínate, estás teniendo like a nice song y luego de repente sale, I don't cook, I don't clean.
Everyone's gonna be like,
y luego todos acá twerking, dun, 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 dun. Y luego de repente a piano song, you know, like.
True.
Like make your playlist. Have like a little section of people where people can like drop their business cards or their QR codes, like their little stands of QR codes. So when other people can walk up to that table and be like, oh, I want this business card, I want this one, let me scan this code, you know.
I haven't seen that where like the ones that I've attended.
No.
That's a good idea.
I'll tell you about the first network event I went to. And then be the connector, which is about the shy ones. Like you're the host, right? So be the connector to, if you see someone standing, not knowing what to do, I don't know, tráete a alguien más, like, ven, háblense.
You guys would be good together.
Yeah, like connect people. If you see like if someone's like shy or stuff, be like, oh, you know what? Déjate presento a esta makeup artist, you know? And like you never know. So it's like make sure you be the connector and help others introduce themselves. And then don't forget to create content and follow up.
Sorry guys, like, my eyes itching really bad. These allergies. Yeah.
So like don't forget to create content, of course, if you're planning to organize more network events, like not just one, but like several.
You cannot forget
to create content. Yeah. And then just follow up, like if you're the host, and get people's emails, you know, que escriban su email or su social media handles and stuff, para que ya después para el next network event you send them first, como que aquí está the next date, invite more people, you know.
Yeah.
So those are like some keys that you can consider when organizing a network. And then of course,
or attending one.
And then of course, if you plan to organize one, you don't have to do it by yourself. You can find other people that want to sponsor, that want to co-host with you. So it's like, it's always a business thing, you know. So
Yeah.
so yeah, those are like the main topics. And then for I want to tell you guys my first network event that I went to.
How long ago was that?
I don't know. I still lived in Centennial, so maybe like 4 years ago. Yeah, like 4 years ago. The first one was with Monica. With
Really?
because she was doing those constantly, and then she posted what she was doing one at a restaurant in Cherry Creek area.
So she hosted one?
In Denver. And I went and I took a friend with me, and we both went and we're like,
oh wait, isn't that where when you met her?
When I actually met her for the first time.
And then she was like so welcoming, like, hey girl, like she knew you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so she was the connector, because she was very hyped up.
And I remember by that time she was still her branding bestie.
Aww.
So, and it was really, really nice because I got to meet new people, give my business card. Y hizo esa parte where she's like, do you have business cards? Yeah, I gave her my business cards, and she set them all like in a little bar
so that everybody could grab. That's so cool.
Y yo me arrimé y agarré tarjetas de todos, you know, like, and I kept, you know.
It's because you really never know when you're gonna need someone. Like, you just never know. And then, like, now, like, I'm like, oh, like, nunca había pensado en eso, like the party bus. And like now I have a contact where it's like, if somebody's looking for a party bus,
ya
like,
sabes
ya
a quién. Yeah, y sí, esa vez it was hosted at a restaurant. Obviously, well, you paid for your drinks, your food.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like cada quien hace su network and talk. I met lawyers. I met realtors that day. I met a boutique owner. My friend's husband paints houses, and she took his business cards, and like, you're like, what? Like, who knows? I think there was like a landscape person there too. So it's like, okay,
yeah,
no necesariamente just has to be bakers and like your industry, unless you want to attend one that's just
your industry.
So yeah,
that's pretty cool.
What improvements have you, I mean, what benefits or how many network events have you been to?
Just the one I met you, and then the ones we've kind of, like, ours are not really networking. Ours are just like hangouts that turn into network events.
Because we just talk about business.
And then everybody that's here like understands the vibe. Like, I feel like if you were at a, let's say, family gathering and you're trying to create content, if your family members don't understand that that's part of your job,
they're gonna be like,
they're gonna judge you. They're gonna be like, "Ay, está nomás en el teléfono," or that's what she thinks about, like, and it's okay, because not everybody understands that aspect of the business owning. So I feel like all the events, like, remember when we just had a brunch, and it turned into like a networking event, because that's when I met more in depth, like the girl, like Gabby, and like all the other girls. And then we were here for the content. We were creating content. It was like
laughs and
it's like you get to spend time with people, but you also get to know them, and then you also get to connect with them in social medias and create content. So yeah, just the ones that we've held, pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're thinking of attending to a network event or hosting one, do it.
Yes.
I promise you won't regret it. It's fun.
It's very beneficial for your business, especially if you are a small business owner. Like, if you're not known that much, you know?
And then I feel like I got a lot of exposure by just going there, because you just share your information, you share your business, and it goes from there, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have one soon.
And hope to see you there.
Yes. So if you're interested in attending a networking event, is our email like on there? Send us an email, write it on the comments, because who knows, we might be hosting one pretty soon, and this is like an open opportunity for any small business to like attend and start making connections.
Yes. So I think this is all for today. I hope you guys like today's topic, and if you have any topic you guys want us to talk about, any kind of questions you guys want us to answer or convert it into a topic, let us know in the comment section.
Y si no sabemos, pues nos inventamos algo.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. And I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend because, I mean, it is
It's
around the
almost here.
corner. And then, what, Easter's next week, right?
Mm-hmm. So
And then I'm not going to be here next week.
Estoy siempre... I know.
So we definitely have to record before I leave. But
maybe.
But, well, see you guys next time.
Bye.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And share this to all your friends out there.
Yes, please. Give it a big thumbs up.
Bye. Hasta la vista, baby. You were holding that in, huh?